All right, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends free to play mystery shard only video. So, today we are going to be doing the Spirit Keep. Yes, the Spirit Keep. If you want to get green potions, then this is the video for you, I guess. So, what we're going to be doing is same thing as we did with the Arcane. We are going to be going in here and beating stage 16 through 20, hopefully. I would assume we can beat it. We'll see how it goes. We haven't done these yet, once again, because we just never needed to. We don't really need potions. We're only doing rare heroes, really, so that's the only ones we're basically promoting, and then we get a ton of potions from clan boss and everything else. So we don't run this ever, which is why we're only on 15 for the quests. That's the only quest that had come up. So we're going to try it now and see how it goes. Now, we did kind of bully our way through 15. As you can see, we did it in about a minute. We're just going to go in here and kind of see what this needs and if there's anything else that we need to do. So what I'm feeling we're going to probably do here is we're going to pull I have a feeling we're going to pull somebody out eventually. We're going to try it real quick on 16. I haven't done this in forever, so we don't even know what's going to happen. You are playing this as I'm playing it. That's basically how it goes. So we're going to learn as we go. Hopefully we can kind of blast through this and it won't be much of an issue. We'll see. I don't feel like the first few dungeon levels will be really a big problem. The heal reduction is going to be something we may have to work with. So we're going to find out. Hopefully it's something that we can get through. And we are going to leave it on auto just because. So we are going to get those stupid block damage heroes like these guys, unfortunately. But hey, it is what it is. So the Spirit Keep is basically a boss that likes to heal herself back up over and over again. So there's a few things we can do here probably to mitigate this problem. Is one, we can get heal reduction. That's one thing we can do. Two, we can just poison the crap out of her maybe. I don't know. We're going to find out. She doesn't have a shield. So really you just need to do enough damage to outdo her heal, essentially. Now, we do have Crimson Slayer in here, who does have a heal reduction on her kit. So we'll see how it goes. Apparently, I used her for stage 15. It looks like she heals up about 150k damage right there. So we'll see if we have enough to do it, or if she'll throw that. There we go, heal reduction. So that's a 50%. So now she'll only get 70. And it looks like it wasn't even needed. So we're going to keep moving. Keep moving forward. That's how we always do it. Keep moving forward. For those of you who have seen that frickin' cartoon movie, Meet the Robinsons. That's right. That was a Meet the Robinsons reference. Oh, come on, killer. There we go. Like I said, auto is whatever. It is what it is at this point. We did this on the Arcane Keep. It didn't seem to be much of an issue. The only downside there was that there's no mechanic for that fight. It's literally just tank and spank, so this one will obviously be a little bit different, being that we have to keep this damn monster from healing herself. It'll be good to get all the potion keeps done up to stage 20 also, which is kind of nice. All right, so now that this chick has every debuff in the world on her, now maybe she'll get a turn. It's like, it sucks too, because they purposely make them slower because they know they're going to block damage. So all it does is waste your time. So it's not even like hard. It's just annoying. Thank you, Raid, for making annoying block damage heroes in waves. It's like, hey, how do we make it difficult? Well, we can make it so they block damage for an extra 5 turns, and you can't break through it unless you have a hero that can break through it, and it'll just make the fight take like an extra 30 seconds. Because that won't piss anyone off. That won't piss anyone off. All right. There we go. She resisted. So accuracy is going to take a part in this eventually. We'll see how much. So really, it looks like we're doing a decent amount of damage. So even if she does heal, it looks like we will eventually take her down. I think what we might do is employ some other tactics for the rest of the fights, because I'm seeing some things that we can work with. It looks like we can win this, obviously. But I think I have an idea as to where I want to go with this fight now. But this is it. Like, you play the fights and you want to see exactly what it is that the fight entails and what's going to get in your way. Like, as you can see, the fight would be over already if there was hero reduction, which there is now. So damage is going to will be taken into consideration here. Now, I think what we're going to try is something new. So for the next fight, because it looks like we're having issues now without heal reduction. I don't know if I have 100% heal reduction hero. We also have Lordly Legionary, but I don't think that's going to matter. So here's what we're going to try. We are going to do some changes. We're going to take her out. We are going to bring in Armiger because I want to see if that's something that works. All right. And then what we're going to do, we're going to keep her for the heal reduction just in case. We are going to take her out. And we are going to add her. So I want to see, you know what? Actually, let's try it with let's try the full force. We're going to try this. I want to see I want to see if this works. Because if it does work, it would be very nice. My only downside here is the waves possibly killing someone with this team. So we'll see how that goes. I want to see how this fight goes, and then we'll try it from there. Like I said, this is more for the boss, not for the waves. So we're going to see. I want to see. Oh, don't do that. We're going to have to unauto. Otherwise, he's going to keep reducing her turn meter. That's when reducing turn meter sucks. There we go. Now reducing turn meter is good. Say it goes from bad to good in 2.3 seconds. I think since we're already not autoing it, maybe we'll just take care of her right in the beginning. All right, let's speed up. We're going to do this. We're going to do turn meter reduction. And then we're going to do this to get her killed as quickly as possible. Because she's the only one that really is annoying. Everyone else is whatever. We're going to keep her turn meter down. Just don't get a turn. That's really what it comes down to. No turn for you. There we go, finally. Now we can auto this. HP back. Yes. So far, it looks like the hardest part of this fight so far is really just the waves because they're annoying. So maybe we're going to have to bring in some more. I'd like to try to find some better options here for taking care of the waves outside of just Kale. What do we need? I think it's, what is it? Is it blue? Blue's good against green, right? So we need blue nukers. Revitalize. All right, one down. It's always interesting to do new dungeons that I haven't done before because I literally have never gone past stage 15 on these potion keeps. So it's really interesting just to kind of see how hard it gets because I'm obviously more advanced than these fights, but like I just haven't done them. So it's like kind of interesting to see what kind of skills we're going to need. So she resisted that. Is she immune to turn meter reduction? I don't know. Let's see. Nope, she is not. So that's good. That means you can kind of pummel a bunch of poisons on her, but that heals her all the way back up. I'm just curious if this works. That's why we're trying this. Always resisting. Get some of that poison going. Oh, that was close. All right, so it looks like this tactic, so to speak, could work if you got your accuracy up a little better than mine is, apparently. There we go. Decrease turn meter. You could bring Syl in here. You could bring a couple heroes that do turn meter reduction. to just basically halt her. So there you go. There's that. All right, let's go to the next stage. All right, so we're going to take her out. It looks like the poisoning thing didn't even matter because we were doing enough damage with the turn meter reduction. So maybe, I'm curious here. I'm just curious. Let's see. I want to see how this team does. This is my Fire Knight 20 team. I'm just interested in seeing how this goes. Because we don't just want to beat these. Like, I do want to kind of give everybody like an idea of how you can like somewhat farm these reliably. It would be nice, but Fire Knight and this hero see in this fight seem to be kind of in the same, vein, the same vein of heroes where you kind of want to just get her to not take turns. So the more turn meter reduction you have, the better. You don't even need the heal reduction because, to be honest, heal reduction on certain heroes is like I'm not going to say it's hard to find, but it's hard to find on heroes that are good. Let's put it that way. Because it's usually just their only shtick. Like when a hero has heal reduction, a lot of times it's their only thing they do. Like Crimson Slayer is kind of an in between on that. She's good where she doesn't do all that crap, but she actually has other things in her kit that make her useful. Could bring Arbiter in here too for that annoying block damage. You get Totem built up. She's got to remove debuffs. All right, so now we're down to the last two. There we go. Keep them sleeping. There you go. Or dead. Dead or sleeping. I'm good with either one. And now everybody turn meter reductions the hell out of this chick. And she should never get a turn again. That's right. Oh, and smite. Nice. You got smited. All right. Let's see how the boss goes now. So really here, we just got to kill the ads. And then the goal here is to just not let the boss get enough turns to really heal. And that's the cool thing. We're kind of learning. You're learning with me. Because I have no freaking idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing guesses here. We're just guessing on what to do. All right, we've got some smite out there. Hopefully we can get a smite on the boss. I feel like this fight and the magic keep are the ones that everyone's going to have trouble with. I mean, look at that. The HP that she's taken is also kind of crazy. All right, so no HP resist. She's got the turn meter and speed reduced. So now we just got to keep that turn meter down so she doesn't get to heal. And we got smite, so when she kicks in, decrease turn meter, so that's good. So it's looking like this is a really good strategy. Essentially, just bring your Fire Knight team in here, and it's a win-win. Look at that. This could be a strategy that you use literally from stage 15 of Fire Knight all the way to the end. Look at that. Problem solved. Stage 19. Let's see. We'll just do it. Stage 20. This is my stage 20 Fire Knight team. They should be able to do stage 20 the Spirit Keep. Really, the only issue is these waves. So we could probably figure out a way to maybe do this a little easier, but yeah, Fire Knight, baby. So essentially what you could do here is I would probably say, I don't know, it's a tough one because there's not many heroes that really could replace Syl. You know what I mean? Like, when I say replace, I mean like actually replace her, like do what she does. Because she has revive, she has a whole bunch of other stuff that she does. So, I mean, it looks like these ads are taking their toll here. So Valerie might be a good option because she has the shield, and that's kind of, I think, the only thing I could think of that would be okay. Luckily, she can heal her back. Soulbon can heal herself back up. And like I said, we're really just trying to win. It looks like it'll happen. I don't see this being a no. It looked like the boss didn't even get a turn. It takes freaking 20 years to get to the boss though. So I would just probably build these heroes a little bit stronger to get their attack power up so maybe they can kind of blast through these waves a little bit quicker. Cuz my heroes are good, but they're no way built as high as they could possibly be. So you can easily make this team better. That's the best part is like I'm doing this crap with like the cheesiest versions of all these heroes. They really don't like those two. But this is what I was talking about. The ads are really the boss in this fight. To be honest, I would even consider bringing in Drexstar for some provokes and stuff and some HP burn over one of the maybe even over Crimson Slayer because we don't need HP reduction. The whole point is to just not get a turn. And she's back in the game always. Looks like this is going to be a pretty short video. I thought this was going to be a lot longer. I'm underestimating how hard these keeps are. Don't get me wrong, this is still pretty difficult. Like a new player coming into this who hasn't beat where I'm at and hasn't gotten through Arbiter and all that stuff. Yeah, you're gonna have some trouble here. This is gonna be a tough fight for you. Look, but like for mid-game players who have been playing and probably following what I've been doing, or even close to what I've been doing, or building heroes that are in the realm of the heroes that we're using, yeah, you're gonna probably be able to put together a team that can turn meter reduction this boss to the point where you're not going to have to worry about it. But this is why I was saying Syl is really the master of stage 20 dungeons. Like you just bring her in and you just beat stage 20 dungeons. It's almost crazy because she just keeps reviving everyone. So as long as you don't have a team that every single hero is squishy and dies, Syl can just keep reviving. So to be honest, having Syl in this team for stage 20, I don't really see that as a negative. And I don't mean negative like, oh, you shouldn't do it. I'm saying a negative as in like you more than likely won't be beating stage 20 until you get Syl time. Because that's when I beat all the other dungeons was because I got Syl and I was able to beat stage 20. So there you go. That's how I did it. If you're summoning and getting better heroes, then yeah, you won't need Syl, but this video may not be right for you then if you have every legendary. All right, decreasing turn meters, healing up. There we go. Now we start the process. So we got decreased speed. Now it's just keeping the turn meter down. It's crazy to me how many bosses are just susceptible to this kind of a tactic. Just nonstop stopping them from getting turns. It's like, oh, your boss is hard? Well, how about you just don't get a turn? And this is why I said building heroes one at a time. Like, who would have thought that Crimson Slayer and Soulbon would be, your choice here? Look at that. There you go. Throw a little more defense on them, and they won't die as much. There you go. Nice, easy to acquire team outside of Syl. So, yeah, Spirit Keep is not as hard as I thought it was going to be. But I did think that Magic was going to be the worst, so we'll see. But as you can see, everyone was pretty even across the board. Looks pretty good. We got a healer not really doing much damage. Armiger's not here for damage. He's here for turn meter reduction, so we don't really care. And there we go. Look at that. Stage 16 to 20 in the keep. Completely done. So yeah, turn meter reduction. If you're playing this game in the beginning and you're doing like stage 11, 10, down there, Armiger. Bring Armiger. But honestly, we just kind of blasted through these. Like the damage that she takes is insane. So as long as you can out damage her, she's not bad. And then if you can't out damage her, bringing Armiger in here if you don't have Seal yet, obviously. But bringing people like Armiger and Crimson Slayer, who have turn meter reduction, will help you a lot because it'll give you that extra 1 or 2 or 3 hits. Because as you can tell, most of the time, she gets down to about 25% HP before she heals back up. So you can pretty much, at that point, have her turn meter low enough where you can just kind of take her out. So I think just adding Armiger to your repertoire might be the answer for this dungeon if you're having trouble with it. But as you can see, there really wasn't much trouble here. We didn't die. We just kind of adjusted and yeah, it worked. That's good. I always like when it works out. All right, so there you go, guys. Let's take a look at a couple of the heroes that we used just so you can kind of see what they are about and what they're geared like. So we used a bunch of people. So we used Syl. She's in Relentless. Skills all max with the Brimstone. Brimstone's the best thing for her. Those are her masteries. Who else did we use in here? Not many people. We used Apothecary, all speed, definitely speed. Carapace Blessing, he's got all his skills done. Masteries right there, down to Giant Slayer. We used Kale, who is in Lifesteal, also skills all maxed. Masteries all good. We did use the Poison Queens, but I don't think you really need these two. You were going to want heroes that can get through those waves quicker, and these two aren't the one for that. So I don't even think I would say that you should use these. Maybe one of them, if you need someone to kind of keep poison them with Kale. If you're going to do that, I would just bring Frozen Banshee and call it a day. But I would definitely bring in some other heroes. Spirit Host, obviously, very nice. Bolster set. She's got her Phantom Touch. She's got all her skills maxed, and her masteries there. Soul Bond is one of my faves. She's got all lifesteal, not even good lifesteal. She's just got lifesteal. She's 32k power, not even that strong comparative to the rest of my teams. And all her skills are done. She's got the Phantom Touch, and then all the way down to War Master. Some decent masteries there. And who else did we use in here? We used Crimson Slayer. She's also in lifesteal. We've got her skills maxed, Phantom Touch, Blessing, and masteries, which is kind of nice. Like I said, I'm just doing the quick overview. And then Armiger the Beast, he's only 33k, and he has very low defense compared to what he should have at this point. So you could easily make this guy better. He's in regen set. He's got all his skills maxed, and then his masteries down to War Master and down the support tree. So there you go. That's all the heroes for you. That's everybody. That's what we've been doing here. All right, so hopefully you guys learned something today. Hopefully you guys can kind of see how turn meter manipulation can really be a bonus in almost any dungeon, really, unless turn meter reduction makes you drop bombs like Bommel, in which case, yeah, that might be a problem. So, that all being said, this is the Spirit Keep. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and you guys take care.